Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And we are here at the main place. I forget the name of this place. Where are we? Sukdal. So yeah, we, in the morning, which it's pretty close, right? Yeah, we were only able to sleep till 1. But we're very, very close to being able to meet up with the rest of the group here. Okay, we're already here, so let's go meet with everybody. Bergow is just chilling in here. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. I freaking hate this guy. Excuse me, jerk.
I'm not sure what to think of Malashov. I reckon it was a success, but I can't bring myself to feel happy about it.
What's done is done. The devil got his ass kicked, the peasants still have a roof over their heads, and if it weren't for you, half our men who are now rotting beneath the walls would still be breathing.
Damn.
After what I went through in Skalitz, I couldn't just burn down people's homes.
Tell that to the dead. If only you'd let the devil do his job, there'd be a lot less of them. Look, I know you probably imagined yourself heroically saving the king and protecting innocents. And believe me, that's exactly what we're doing. It's just not as simple and honorable as we'd like it to be.
So, I'm back. How's it going? Have you got anything out of von Bergow?
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him, and you can join in.
Okay.
Welcome to Sukdal, Lord von Bergow. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Zizka and Kunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks! He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Hold your horses. He's a noble and Sigismund's right hand. If we torture him, he'll be no use to us as a hostage, and Sigismund will be out to avenge him.
That's true. Even though I'd be only too happy to settle scores with him. I gave him my word.
Why the fuck should I care about that?
When it comes down to it, the word of a nobleman is an oath before God. Even the devil must respect that.
Fuck this shit. The longer I listen to this bastards, the more my fists itch.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked to meet at Malashov. So what do you have left? A nice coat? And a smug face?
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that is. I am a pragmatic man, and I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
Man, I hate this guy.
This is unbelievable. He's lost everything, but he still thinks he can push us around.
Why, he's right, though. He is one of Sigismund's closest men.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And will also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, and Jobst won't find it easy to wrest it of him. Although, I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotznov. In the shit. So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
Gosh, ugh.
Seriously?
Are you not glad? I thought that was what you were after the whole time.
I want to punch this guy in his stupid
shares your
face.
sense of politics, sir.
You think I'm some villain, don't you?
Yes.
But I have only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling, so the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally.
Whatever way the wind
And
blows.
together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course! And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Raborz.
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former mintmaster, you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noblewomen devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace.
Hell yeah, girl.
St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Rutards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Rutard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
By Christ. It's worth a try.
That sounds almost too good to be true. And too easy. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
I don't remember who's who. These names.
Christian of Pisek is the steward at the Italian court. He could help us.
Perhaps. But my brother's never been easy to deal with. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mint Master's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope. It's just that you can't trust him.
There is one.
He was the guy who was against the Ruthards. He's the current Mint Master, right?
What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly.
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well be volunteering for you to take their place.
Oh, shit.
Bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not?
Fuck.
Jesus.
Jesus. Get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears.
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. But I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Is there no other way to solve it? Without violence?
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him, as his retinue.
Okay, and if we fail that, I'm assuming that, he himself might actually take the place, huh?
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
All right, let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice.
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have
Poor
to deal with
Godwin.
the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over. And the whole place will be ours before they even notice.
Honestly, this sounds like a really, really cool mission.
What if the legate refuses to talk to us?
Well, we can always beat him up. Take his clothes and let someone else put them on.
Probably Godwin.
Like, Godwin, eh? Since he's a priest.
And speaks Italian.
Hold on. I'm not going to play the jester for anyone.
Nobody's asking you to. We stick to the plan. We'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in with him. Then we'll find a way somehow.
All right. I can't think of anything better anyway.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion.
Does
to
seem
begin
like a lot
with.
of things could still go wrong.
And now, to the task. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and maybe guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate down while you're at it.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense,
It's a date.
my lady, but you'll be safer here.
Damn.
She's coming with me. Nobody knows Rutthard Palace as well as Lady Rosa.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Rutthard Palace. You want Rutthard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town.
Hell yeah.
And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
That's that then. Let's get to work.
Okay, no dawdling. Escort Lady Rosa to Rutthard Palace. I love it. Alright, we need to wash up before we talk more to the lady. We're kind of a mess.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hi, Catherine.
Did you hear what was arranged with von Bergow?
Of course, but I don't even have the will to shake my head anymore.
Oh.
Is there something you don't like about the plan?
Don't like? You lot have gone mad. First, you bring von Bergow here in shackles. Then you let him put a flea in your ears about how to outsmart the king? And now you want to walk right into his people's clutches? Have you taken leave of your senses, for Christ's sake?
Well, you make it sound like things were different before with Zizka.
You bet your ass it was different. He didn't act like a fool, and only took actions that could actually succeed.
I mean, it is pretty risky, you know? Like, trusting anything that von Bergow wants us to do is risky.
What do you think about Malashov? We were damn lucky.
More like the people in the village were damned lucky. I'm glad you talked the devil out of burning it down.
Well, it took a bit more than talk.
It takes guts to stand up to Hinnig. But to beat him? My lord.
Do you think he'll want revenge?
You humiliated him in front of his own men. It can't be ruled out. You'd better keep an eye on him. Or go and have it out with him, straight up.
Okay.
Any idea what
Just
will
brawl it
happen
out
next?
again.
Another madcap scheme, most likely. What else? That's all we ever seem to do, in case you hadn't noticed.
Sometimes I ask myself what me and Capon have got ourselves into.
I'd tell you what you've got yourselves into, but I don't want to start cursing.
I think you do want to start cursing, actually.
Fuck you!
Okay, where... There we are.
That the finger of God is a piece of rubbish.
Why? Who are you calling a piece of rubbish?
Not you, the cannon.
I cannot what?
The
Oh my
cannon.
gosh.
That pièce de
He was shooting the cannon, so he
could
can't
not
hear
have
very
that
well.
one burst.
First? But you missed the gate first time. I told you we should aim lower.
If they had made it properly, we could take another 3 fortresses with it.
Ha! The Great Baron has been everywhere and knows everything. So he goes and shoots at clouds.
And even Kurtenberg. And I would restore my reputation.
Okay, that was fun. Alright, yeah, I wonder if there would have been a lot less people injured over here had we gone with the other option.
I'm
You what?
freezing.
Ah, this is
Why
pointless.
Is it so cold in here?
How'd you feel?
What did you say?
How do you feel?
C'est terrible, mon ami. When the cannon flew apart, I thought we were done for.
Yeah, you're pretty lucky,
I am
honestly.
alive. but I feel like all my bones have been ground to dust.
Kubienka doesn't look too worse for wear.
Because I took the force of the blast for the both of us. I pushed him aside at the last moment.
Aha. How did you know that the cannon was about to burst?
Intuition, mon ami.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yes. My grandma used to make the best
Oh, that's
pie.
nice.
God!
Did you and Capon make up?
I do not see any reason to.
Well, you didn't expect us to let you murder von Bergow, did you?
Pah, he would have deserved it, noble or not.
He's worth far more to us alive.
More than the people from our village who died in the Gezerah? That is some chutzpah, my friend.
I understand. I've been through the same when Skalitz was burned to the ground. People I've known all my life died there.
Then tell me, how would you feel to have revenge within your grasp, only for Capon to show up and say, "No, no, bad Henry, you cannot do that"?
Now, of course I'd be pissed off.
It might happen.
But there's a lot more at stake here than some personal grudge.
I reckon that I am
Oh,
fucking
whoops.
thrilled.
Didn't mean to skip that.
What do you think of Rosa Ruthard? Never met a girl like her before.
What do I know?
Talking to my
She's
bro.
a Schickse, so not for me. She's quite comely, but a bit too smart for her own good. A man has to be wary of those, or else he will end up like Adam did with Lilith. Think of the poor fellow who will have her for a wife one day.
Sounds like a lucky dude. I don't know. I don't like your views on that, buddy. But hey, you know what? If it keeps you away from her, I'm okay with that. Not for you, bro. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Just a soldier. We got Hans. Let's talk to Hans.
What do you think of the deal with von Bergow?
I don't care about von Bergow right now. Did you see how everyone ignored me there? I may be younger than them, but I'm still a nobleman.
They're nobles too.
That was no obstacle to you in Malashov when you went against the devil.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I didn't do something.
That makes sense. And the devil could use a few more cuts and bruises. You did the right thing. I probably wouldn't have taken him on.
If Sir Hanush saw you at Malashov, he'd be proud.
Well, now I just look like a fool. And it was only thanks to me that von Bergow even lived to see that council.
But you can't really blame Sam. If you were in his place, you'd see red too.
Whatever. Someone like him has no business threatening a noble's life.
Someone like him?
You know what I mean. Why do you keep defending that madman?
No, he doesn't even know that we're pretty much brothers.
Well, he's the closest thing to a brother that I've got.
Ooh,
You
Capon
don't
might
even
take
share
offense to
any
that.
blood. Even I could be your brother in that case.
A nobleman and a dung grubber, brothers? Impossible.
All right then. But try to understand, he simply went too far. Von Bergow will remember that well.
Okay. A little bit of reputation lost. Okay.
How does von
Which one of you
Bergow
is the
seem to you?
skill teacher?
He's not nearly as threatening now.
W dupie mam Bergowa. Ale ta dzierlatka, którą ukrywał w wieży, jest warta grzechu.
Stay away.
Piękna, młoda, wzór cnót niewieścich. Gdy jednak zaciągniesz ją do wyrka, to będziesz rad, że dożyjesz. To widać od razu.
He's probably right.
She Ruthard's daughter, you pig. No hostage. She on our side.
Tym lepiej. Myśmy ją przecież oswobodzili. Jeśli jest dobrze wychowana, to miałaby się nam wszystkim odwdzięczyć.
Is he talking about Rosa?
He just say she is a very fine lady. No more.
Adder, don't make me smack you around. I will if I have to.
So, have you got the sausages ready yet?
Yes, yes. They wait for you.
I can hardly wait.
They won't wait. Here, you taste and you will be in heaven. My secret recipe. 6 kind of spice.
That looks really appetizing. It puts Oates' kitchen to shame.
I learn from best of best. You want more? I make. But you must bring me meat. Game is best. But dog, alright too. Only tough and taste is weak. Need a lot of salt.
So I can bring you almost anything and you can make sausages out of it.
From anybody. But don't bring me no old stuff or stinky stuff. That bad, bad, bad.
Fair enough.
I've got some meat that would...
Hey? Well...
Sorry.
Okay, well, I don't know what his skill book stuff is. Maybe it's just to mark him for the sausage stuff. Okay, actually, can I sell anything? Nope. Can't sell anything to that scribe. That's alright. I'll have him
Greetings.
whipped. That's this girl,
What
right?
would you like?
I beg your pardon, milady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere.
And I'll
I'll
have
be
you
with you.
whipped. Weren't you just outside? What are you doing now?
You've lived through more battles than I have. What do you think about Malashov?
I wouldn't lie. There were moments when I was ready to meet my maker. But in the end, I was amazed how it turned out.
The devil wanted to make things simpler for us.
And so I heard. And I also heard what you did.
No, it was nothing, really.
If you say so. But I'm glad to see you still got that boy from Skalitz in you.
Honestly, man, it makes me happy that Godwin feels that way. I just want his approval, man. Thanks, Dad. Okay, so is she in the next room over, it looks like? Let's see if there's anybody else we want to talk to. Hi, girl. Okay. Oh, maybe we'll talk to Zizka?
What will you do when me and Lady Rosa go to town?
We need to fix ourselves up. We've got some wounded to take care of. We also need to work out some details of our plan.
Such as?
That Rutard passageway will help us. But it's only the first step. We need to know how the court runs, and then what we'll load the silver onto, and where we'll take it. And, just in case, we need to know escape routes from the town.
What will happen to von Bergow now?
What do you think? He'll stay here. Pisek will watch him and keep him company. Well, he may not be as pretty as Rutard's daughter, but he could get some more useful information out of him.
Okay. Let's talk to her. Oh. My bad, girl. Hi? Is now a bad time?
It looks like the two of us will be going to Kuttenberg alone.
I can hardly wait.
Why do you sound so... passive-aggressive about it? She doesn't actually sound excited.
Aren't you looking forward to going home?
When they captured Pa, von Bergow's people came to Rutard Palace.
Did they do anything to you?
No, I wasn't harmed. But before they took me away, they ransacked the place. Then von Bergow just took me to Malashov. It's likely Vavak took our home for himself. He's always threatened to do that.
We're gonna
can
kick
try.
his ass.
When we free your father, Ruthard Palace will be yours again.
I hope so. But that's still far from certain.
How do we even get inside Ruthard Palace?
Like I said, through the underground.
Well, I suppose by now I ought to know you don't have back doors here. Just secret passages, eh?
You are in mining country, you know. There's more going on here below ground than above.
How will I find the entrance this time? From the position of some cross again?
No, I'll guide you this time. It's just below the walls. You only need to know where to turn.
Are you ready to go?
There's no point in dallying.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Well, here we are. I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl. But God knows what we'll find inside. Especially at the far end.
Well, we'll just have to find out. You said you'd lead the way.
I'm not going to treat her like I'm a white knight.
Stick close to me. Let's go.
Ooh, what are we stuck on? There we go.
Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
How far away is it anyway?
Soon there'll be a fall, and from there it's only a short distance. You'll see.
And where does the passageway end?
In the cellar, conveniently enough. It's always best to arrive inconspicuously.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that we need some food. Yep, we do. So let's see, do these do anything special? Homemade sausage, thoroughly smoked, properly seasoned. You don't want to know what it's made of. Plus 20 nourishment. Plus 10 energy. Cool, so it gives you energy as well.
Oof, startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Supdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
Well, when we were defending the Barkov, he got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my god!
He was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. He was scared to death. There was nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by von Bergow. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry. I was a silly goose to bring it up.
You silly goose. Okay, there's some more light up there.
Everything all right?
No. Don't you see how deep it is ahead of us?
I hope you don't expect me to carry you.
I most certainly do. Unless you want to prove to me that you really are an uncouth village oaf after all.
I'm not.
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Don't worry, though. I'm not some fragile petal. What's the hurry? I've got... This is not how one carries a lady, you barbarian.
She likes it.
Maybe not in Kuttenberg, but it's how we did it in Skalitz.
But it's not very comfortable.
Ah, just grin and bear it, my lady. We're almost there.
There we go.
Oof. I don't think you'd be welcome at a royal court. But I am dry, so I thank you.
You're welcome.
I hear voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
Okay. You stay here, girl. Or not? Oh. Oh, she's not messing around. She's just gonna keep going.
Look at all this mess. I can hardly recognize this place.
This doesn't look like the work of Avak's people. More like city rabble and beggars.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
What do you mean, get rid of them?
You killed most of von Bergow's garrison at Malashov, and now you want me to tell you what to do?
My. How quickly Lady Rosa can change her mind. What's the difference between those ragamuffins upstairs and the villagers at Malashov, eh?
But this is our home. Our property. They have no right.
You're right. We have to get rid of them. But maybe it can be done without violence. I'll go and see who they are and what to do about them. Right. Here we go.
Wait a moment. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up to the window of my chamber. That's where I keep my crossbow. I bet that riffraff didn't find it. If I climb up there, I can cover you from above. Just in case.
All right, badass.
If you say so. But if anything happens, hide. Got it?
And for the love of
All
God,
right.
don't
Now turn
fall.
around so you can't see up my skirt.
Right then. Here we go.
I immediately turn
Rosa
around.
Can aim well.
Okay. Well, let's go see about these guys.
Who let you in here, fucker?
Calm down. I just want to talk. I'm not looking to harm you.
Talk, eh? You don't want to harm us? Hark at him.
Let's get rid of him. What do you say, fellas?
I'll tell you a new arsehole, you fucker.
All right.
Rosa?
Show your stuff.
Could you... Rosa!
Bro, what the fuck?
I'm all yours.
Do it.
I've been waiting for you. Wanger. Do it.
I'll beat you to a blood.
Are you alright?
I am. For now.
That could have
All
gone
right,
better.
Henry. I think I hit one too.
You're a good shot. Capon and Kabianka wouldn't believe their eyes.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there, shoot them.
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold
Get
out for a
moving,
while.
Henry. Stop talking.
What a mess.
Oh, shit.
I've been waiting for you.
There's so many of them.
Show what you're made of. Got you, you whore son.
sound. Pray for a quick death.
You don't mess with Rosa, man.
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece.
Are they gone? All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in.
Well, definitely needed violence.
Come in now.
Okay. Coast is clear, girl. You okay?
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore. They were behaving like animals in here.
Right. We've got a lot of work to do. But we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true. You know, Henry, I want to ask you something.
Oh, I'll be honest.
And I want an honest answer, all right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court and, God forbid, you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father, even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy?
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry.
Me specifically?
We'll either leave the Italian court with the lords, or
not at all.
I could probably
Don't
fund the
worry
war
about
myself.
mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
The mess is the last thing on my mind. There was my mother's silver, my brother's hunting trophies, and my books. It's all gone.
If our plan succeeds and your father is freed, do you know what will come next?
I try not to think about it.
Why? That's why you're helping us, isn't it?
If you get the king's silver, my father and I will have to hide. Leave the region, go somewhere out of Sigismund's men's reach, and you and I will have to part ways.
Oh, and she's sad about that.
I won't let you go away. Even if I have to fight with your father, Zizka, and the devil.
Is that so?
I'll even tell Sigismund. Run back to Hungary. This girl is staying here.
That all sounds very nice, but there's nothing left here anyway. We've lost everything.
I did it. I pushed the button. I'm sorry, Teresa. I'm also the father to Lady Stephanie's child. I'm a dog. Henry's a dog.
You'll be all right.
My father would clap you in irons for that.
Worth it.
And for this.
Oh, it seems you know how a lady should be carried.
Where to, ma'am? I don't see any rivers, ditches, or puddles to cross.
Dami castitatem e continentiam, sed non lemoro. Forward, Sir Knight.
To the bed? To the bed. So what would your father do if he knew about that? So if he was going to clap us in irons for the other thing, what's the punishment for that, Rosa? Rosa talks in her sleep. You wish you knew Latin.
Christ. Is it morning already? Zizka and the others will most likely be here by now. I should go and have a look.
Oh, there she is. I was like, did she leave?
You know about yesterday evening and night?
What about it?
I thought maybe you want to talk about it.
Do you think there's anything to talk about?
Well, what's next for us?
Nothing, most likely. I'm Lord Rutard's daughter. Our name still means a lot, despite all the trouble we're in. When my pa is free and an opportunity presents itself, I'll have to get married.
Maybe by then Radzig will give me a title?
Has your father already picked a groom for you?
Not yet, but I know how it goes. If I'm lucky, I'll marry a young nobleman and soon bear him a bunch of children. And if I'm really lucky, they'll find me some old man who will drop dead before we even leave the church.
Who would have the ability to give Henry a noble state? Would it have to be like the king? Would like Wenceslas have to do that? Like, I'm not sure if Sir Radzig even would be able to do that with him being his bastard. I'm not really sure what the protocol is in this time and place. But like, how could he be brought up into the nobility? That's what I'm wondering.
A husband, kids. Is that what you want?
Does it seem like I have a choice? I can't just go and become somebody's squire like you. As my father's sole heiress,
She's a little bitter about
I
that,
have
huh?
3 options. Marriage, a nunnery, or jumping off the battlements.
Surely you're not serious about that last one, are you?
Of course not.
Oh, good.
But at least you can see nobody cares a damn what I want. Our plan may very well fail, and no one might survive. Why throw something nice away prematurely? You know, carpe diem et memento mori.
Well, if that's how you feel.
All right, so we'll just keep on boning until we can't bone anymore. I think that's what she just told us. Fair enough. I'm in. I'm in, goddammit. I'm in. Oh, I need to put my... Okay, what else? Padded leg protection first. Okay, so the gartered hose don't count. So we need the padded chassis. There we go. Okay. Now we've got other slots available to us. Okay. Get that wine before it goes bad. That'll do for now. Alright, girl. Well, that was fun. I'm sorry I'm not a noble. When we get Wenceslas, he will knight us. And then maybe I'll be good enough for your father. Oh shit, they're all here. Wait, you guys You guys didn't know that we were up there together, right? Don't tell Rudard, okay? Whatever you do, don't tell Rudard. Okay, can't talk to you.
What do you think of our band of outcasts?
Well, I cannot say I expected to end up in this kind of company. I am more used to royal courts or at least wealthy burghers. But a man must accept his destiny as it comes.
What do you think of Zizka?
Le Chevalier Jan? Well, he's not doing badly for a minor nobleman, but I think he will never be accepted among the higher nobles and knights. That takes a lot more. Mark my words. I am a good judge of people.
Zizka is legitimately based off of a real Czech hero. So I wonder if that means that he's actually a bad judge of people. Catherine keeps me up at night? Let's see.
What do you think of Sir Hinek?
Ah, le diable sec. A capable chevalier, but I do not trust him. There is treachery in his eyes.
You think so?
My instinct rarely lets me down.
How do you get on with Sir Hans?
Oh, young Lord Capon may be inexperienced and hot-headed at times, but he's one of the few here who knows how to play chess. And I have a great respect for chess players. Needless to say, he has not managed to beat me yet. Godwin and Zizka can also play. And that devil in press clothing beat me. Merde.
Yeah, that explains Godwin pretty well. Devil in priest's clothing. Catherine keeps me up at night.
I can't get Catherine out of my head. I don't understand her. I'm sure you have more experience of love than me. What do you make of her? Why is she with us?
Ah, you're right. I am a connoisseur of love like I am of wine. But for my taste, Mademoiselle Catherine is of somewhat aged vintage. Though, I have to admit she's full-bodied and fragrant.
Jesus Christ,
not really what I meant. Why is a woman like her with us?
Là est la question. I had the feeling something terrible happened to her in the past.
Almost certainly.
So do I. But what?
I have no idea. But she is fond of you, if you ask me. Try asking her, and maybe something will come of it. L'amour.
Oh, come on.
I am a good judge of people, trust me. L'amour.
Okay. We'll do more of his later. Okay. Do we need to, like, fight it out, Dry Devil? We haven't really talked about what happened. Well, I can say let's fight, but I think that's just the practice fighting. Alright, guess we're not going to talk about it. Yeah, man, they really did ransack this place, didn't they?
So you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run into any trouble?
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though.
Nothing new there.
Credit where credit's due. He really helped in Malishov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. And we'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes, I feel like letting something blow up next to my head, too. Just so as not to have to listen to him for a while. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
Some local beggars set up a lair in here. We have to get rid of them somehow.
What about Rosa? Doesn't she regret coming too?
I'm lucky she was here with me. That shot fella in the courtyard, her handiwork.
Really? Nice shot. Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak, anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get anywhere without his Mintmaster's key.
Okay. So there we go. We need to go and get Vavak. And let's see. I'm wearing the wrong coat. This one actually is mildly better once it's repaired, I think. Okay, we need some more armorer's kits.
Come here, boy. Look what I have for you.
Here, have one of Janosch's sausages. That's the best use of it, right? Alright. We need to go and visit a couple of armorers. Get some armorer's kits, and then we need to go and meet with Vavak.
God bless you, sir.
Let's see. Gotta wait a couple more hours.
A couple of drunks. My respects. Excuse me. Take a look around, but no fooling about.
Alright, let's buy 10 of those. I don't know if I have too much to sell at the moment. Okay, the trader has 1,500. All right, we're good.
I'd like to do something. You see, I was glad to be.
All right, cleaned him out.
I don't need strong, brave men who can take
But-
up arms and not just the tools of their trade. These days, we need to rely on ourselves. The Lords won't protect us.
That sort of talk is dangerous.
All right, so we are back in town. And that means that we have lots of options here to pick up new things, to do some old things, etc., etc. So we could start helping Margaret. So let's see, help Margaret get the wealthy burger's money, talk to Margaret in Kutenberg in the evening, so she's going to be over there. It's not evening right now, so we could ignore that one for a while. We've had this one at the vineyard for quite a while now, so maybe we could work on that. I don't believe we technically have any rush on doing the main story right now, so... Alright, so if I remember correctly, we're trying to figure out what their special recipe at this vineyard is. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a bit of an update here. One way to be able to move about the vineyard undisturbed is to be employed there. At this time of year, they take on hired hands. The mysterious foul-smelling ingredient the monks use to make their wine better is most likely kept in the vineyard cellars in Loretz. I should go and have a look. Besides the mysterious foul-smelling ingredient, Casper asked me to bring him a few grapevine seedlings from the vineyard garden. Okay.
Are you hiring? Us? Always. But don't be fooled.
It's hard work. Days spent bent over in the sun. It's not for everybody. But you'll get a few groschen, something to eat, and a place to lay your head.
I don't think this is for me.
And what did you expect? Work in the vineyard. The markets will start soon, and they bring in a lot of out-of-town. Take care for now.
All right, so I need to end the episode here. It sounds like this is going to be like a thing where we actually have to like do our job each day and then like try to infiltrate in a similar way that we did the monastery. So this is going to be maybe a little bit more in depth. So we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. We're at the hour mark, and we're going to pick up this quest in the next one. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Shadow Raven, Anna Kate the Great, Philip Dougherty, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Naya, Bean Curry, DWJ Media, Reindeer Cat, Black Wren, Barrettscape, Sanctum, Joshua Jarvis, XX Night Fighter, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.